Good morning. Coming at you live here from the clinic. We are upgrading the studio again today. Got a new microphone. Hopefully it's working good. I won't know until this is after. But yeah, so we're coming at you live today. Just coming at you talking a little bit about Ask the Chiropractor. So Ask the Chiropractor today, people followed up with me about about sciatica last week. Are now asking, is there any other way to get leg pain, hip pain other than sciatica? And there is. You see, you can rotate your upper two lumbars. You have 5 lumbar vertebrae in your lower back. You can rotate the upper 2, and this creates a pulling effect. There's a muscle that attaches to the front of the L1 and L2. It goes into your hips. So when this rotates on top, it grabs your pelvis and it rotates it. In Grappa's day, they call this tortopelvis. So now the pelvis is rotated. This creates all kinds of hip and lower back pain. Now, there's a little muscle that goes from your tailbone to your hip. And when your hip rotated, your tailbone didn't want to, so this muscle gets really angry. This muscle is called the piriformis muscle. And when this muscle gets really angry, it can get inflamed. And inflamed muscles get sticky. So now you have an angry, inflamed muscle. And what that'll do is that'll get real sticky. And the sciatic nerve that we talked about last week either goes above, below, or for very unlucky people, it goes right through that muscle. So that muscle is really angry. It'll choke part of the sciatic nerve, and it'll actually mimic sciatica. So again, if you don't know what sciatica is, take a look at last week's video. We did that last week. So this is called tortopelvis. The common findings are lower back tightness, hip pain or SI joint pain right in the back sides, leg numbness, leg pain, and sometimes pain in the groin. And the front, and that's in the front side. And that comes from that muscle that's being rotated, pulling on that leg, creating that groin pain. These are all very common things. And that groin pain is usually most obvious when you're walking upstairs. This is one of your hip flexor muscles. So if you come here with that, what we'll do is take x-rays of your lower back to make sure that's what it is. Then from there, what we'll do is with those x-rays, we will take those x-rays and we will isolate the exact vertebrae, give you the adjustment, and then send you home with some stretches and exercises that match up with that to make sure that you can alleviate the pressure on those muscles. The bad thing about these muscles is they're really, really deep inside of you. The piriformis are underneath all the gluteal muscles, and the hip flexor muscles are underneath all your small intestines. So massaging these, icing these, and doing other things to these is really, really challenging. But one of the other things we can really do to help this is a chiropractic adjustment and some stretches and exercise. So if you know somebody has this, or you think you might have this, or you want more information, let us know. Feel free to leave a comment below. Maybe next time, Ask the Chiropractor will be your question. And we'll take it from there. Other than that, everybody, we'll see you next week for another edition of Ask the Chiropractor.